Hello everyone, Hypersonic42 here, and welcome back to another episode on the Evergreen SMP. Now, I've been doing a little bit of work between episodes, doing a bit of grinding away, and I've actually got, let's see if I can find it. There it is, 12 ancient debris. So I can stick these right in here, and I'm going to be able to get myself a full set of netherite armor. Obviously, we don't have the chest plate yet, but that is perfectly fine given that I'm not going to wear it anyway. And take this to a crafting table. There we go. 3 netherite ingots. Perfect. And I don't think I actually have a smithing table yet. I think I'll just go down here to the villagers and maybe borrow one of theirs. So let's head down here. Take off the diamond gear. Do you mind if I use your workstation? Thank you very much. Alright, 1 netherite ingot. There we go. You know, I realized that we do need to name these as well. I don't think I've named any of my tools or armor or weapons or anything yet. We really need to do that. But look at that. Here we are, finally. It's about time in full netherite armor. Now, for today's episode, there are a couple things I wanted to get done. If you look up there on our to-do list once again, last time we knocked off a couple things from this list, but we do have a few more. And as you can see, one item on here is the Gunpowder Farm, and another one's actually adding more buildings. So I know we said last time that we're definitely going to be adding more buildings, but I've actually been doing a little bit of planning and a little bit of working out some stuff in creative mode, and I finally discovered exactly what I want the next building to be. And that's going to be something to cover up this little spot right here. I'm still going to keep the beacon down here and the entrance to my villager trading hall, but I think it would be really cool if we could get just some sort of structure on top of that. I've actually gone ahead and done a little bit of designing in creative mode, and I've got the perfect design for that spot, and it's really going full steampunk now. I know we were hanging a little back there on the steampunk style for this first build, but this next build is full steampunk. So I believe I have most of the resources for it already somewhere. I really do need a new storage system. Alright, so I think we've got all of our materials ready to get this build started. So let's jump right into a time lapse and let's go. And end of time lapse. And as you can see behind us, we've got our fully completed clock tower, and you can probably also hear it behind us as well. I've actually got a little redstone circuit going up here. I'm not sure if you can see it with the note blocks, kind of making a tick-tock back and forth sound. I do want to install some sort of like bell system as well at some point, but I wasn't able to come up with any design that would fit in the 3x3 area, because I don't want the bell going off constantly like that. like those things are going off back there. But I would like it to go off maybe a couple times a day. And there aren't any hopper clocks or anything I know of that I'd be able to fit in there. But yeah, as you can see here, we've completely embraced the steampunk idea. We've gone right back to that. Like I said, we were always planning on going back to that. But if you look here in the clock face, actually, you see these. We've actually got some invisible item frames with some black stone in here. So that allows us to place one right up there. If we were using buttons, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So that is a really nice little detail that I thought was a little fun to add. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this clock tower here. I think it looks pretty good. It turned out really how I was hoping to. I got a little bit of the landscaping around here done. I got some pathways set up. I am going to definitely be adding some more like bushes and all sorts of stuff like that in the future. But if you look here, maybe you can see from here, from this angle. Yeah, we can see kind of how it all connects up there. And so I'm still definitely going to be adding more buildings here. Probably going to add, let's see if we can get around here. One right over there, like a kind of a farmhouse thing. Definitely redoing the style on that because that does not look amazing. And then maybe another portal building. Maybe a small thing down here where we have our geode, but I'm probably just gonna make another entrance, maybe underground. But yeah, this now finally covers up the entrance to our trading hall down here. So as you can see, it's looking pretty much the same down here, but we don't have that big ugly hole in the middle of the ground anymore. Instead, we can cover up our ugly hole with a great looking clock tower. So yeah, that project is pretty much completed, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think, yeah, it really kind of brings this together. And as you can see, this is not going to be too far off this whole steampunk idea. I'm still going to be adding some pipes and stuff onto this house as well, but gradually getting more and more steampunkified, if you will. But yeah, the great thing actually about this build is that we got the prismarine here, and as you may know, prismarine can change color, so it can go from the bluish to the greenish, and right now it's at the green, so it really matches. Oh, and it's turning right now. What a perfect opportunity. Now, it doesn't match anymore, but it still does kind of go with those other colors that we've got up here. Let's see if you can see it from afar. Yeah, see, because it's not exactly the same color, but it's in the same color family and does provide a bit of contrast. And it kind of just brings this build a little more to life because it has those moving parts to it as well. So, yep, you can see it's back to green again. So, we obviously got our nether portal moved over to the side here, still connected back up. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this design here. I think our little steampunk town is coming together very nicely, and I have been working, like I promised, in creative mode on our mega base, and I think we're going to be putting it right about here. I think it's going to be facing out this direction, so we may have to cut into the hill a little bit, but it's probably going to be right around this area, and I'm super excited for it because I've got a couple great ideas that I can't wait to implement. There we go. Look at that. This clock tower looks really great from far away. But yeah, I think this is a great continuation to our whole steampunk town area here. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up the work we're going to be doing on our town for today. The one other thing I wanted to get done, again, let's just go back to the list here so we can knock it off as many things as we can. Gunpowder Farm. I'm still going to work in the base interior, probably off camera a little bit. Got a couple ideas now what I want to put in here, so that's always useful. But yeah, we've got another building added, and I don't really want to do more today. But look at that, we can see it right out our window. But yeah, gold farm is going to take a lot more resources. So I think the next item up is going to be a gunpowder farm. Now I have been collecting a few materials that I'm going to need, mostly just these polished deep slate. That's probably what I'm going to be building it out of. But yeah, I will need to collect some redstone components. Oh, and this is my pet chicken, by the way. I haven't named him yet, but he kind of just appeared in here one day, along with this guy who's now here. You're the imposter, get out. But yeah, this guy, he just kind of appeared one day, and so I thought, you know what? Let's keep him. I haven't thought of a name for him yet, but he's really cute, isn't he? So yeah, I just tied him up here, and I guess because putting a chicken on a leash is the smart thing to do, right? You always put chickens on leashes. But anyway, yeah, we've got him tied up here, and he's just kind of been keeping us company right now. Haven't really decided what to do with him yet. Maybe he'll be the subject of some future steampunk experiment. Oh, he doesn't like that. He's turning away. He's ignoring me. Mr. Chicken, are you ignoring me? You are ignoring me. Oh, come on. Let's give him something to eat. There you go. You're happy now. All right. But yeah, I think we're gonna just need to craft up a couple redstone components and stuff like that. We're gonna need some observers. We're gonna need some dispensers. It's gonna be pretty much the design of the farm that we made last season, if we can really call that a season. But it's gonna be pretty much the same design. The water flows down, washes them into the central area, and they got killed by fall damage and or some soul campfires. I believe I may have crafted a couple extra of some of the redstone components we used for the iron farm. Oh no. I'm swimming in the ground. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Bit of lag there, it looks like. But yeah, I might have a couple extra redstone components in here. And then there we go. There are the observers, dispensers. Yeah, we just need to craft up a couple more of these things. The dispensers, the observers, stuff like that. And the best part is actually we don't need to make that giant thing on the top anymore because we have, let's see if we can find it. I think it's, here it is. We've got our tinted glass in here. So something relatively new to the game. I haven't really been able to use it for much, but actually one of the great uses for it is not letting light through. That's pretty much the only difference it has between it and normal glass, aside from looking really cool. But this stuff will not let light through it at all. So if we were to encase our gunpowder farm in the tinted glass, then we would have a light level of 0 throughout the entire thing, which would mean we would have so many creepers spawning. And obviously we're gonna do like the pillars and the trapdoors and everything so we get only creeper spawns. The other great thing about tinted glass is it only requires 1 piece of glass for 2 pieces of tinted glass. So that means that basically, because we have so much of these amethyst shards, where were they? Were they down here? Yeah, we have 600 amethyst shards pretty much. That means we can make a bunch of glass. So we can pretty much just double the amount of glass we have by using tinted glass, and then use the tinted glass to encase our creeper farm. So that's pretty much what we're probably gonna do here. If I change my mind, which I might just go back to the normal design because it might be better. But in any case, we need to find a spot to build this farm in and move all our resources there. So I don't know if I have any empty shulker boxes left. Oh, there we go. There were 2 right there. So I'm going to move all of our supplies into these shulker boxes and go scout out an area to build this creeper farm, and it's gonna be great. And we're gonna get all the gunpowder, and I'm probably gonna put a sugarcane farm up right next to it so that when I'm AFKing at that gunpowder farm, I can also get sugarcane and basically get free rockets, because that's pretty much all we're after here. Is for rockets and TNT is all we need the gunpowder for. But you know, rockets and TNT are both very highly prized items in this game. But yeah, I pretty much just got to gather up all our materials and head off to where we're going to be building this farm. Several things have happened and several mistakes have been made since the last clip. Totally didn't get myself into any trouble with any of these wandering traders, not at all. I just happened to stumble across that on the ground somewhere. It completely just appeared into my inventory. Not sure how that happened at all, But additionally, I've actually decided to not go with the tinted glass idea because I might be going in the future turning this farm into a quad creeper farm. So I'd have 4 of the little modules kind of in a diagonal pattern. And if I was to encase the whole thing in glass, then I'd have to take down 3/4 of that to make it bigger. Whereas if I have a platform on top, then I just have to expand it. And it also makes light level 0 anyway. So there's not really any benefit to using the glass, I've now discovered. But I've got some extra glass for a little platform for the whole industrial district area because I know... Hello? That was weird. But I know last time we were going to do an actual industrial district, but obviously we didn't have time to. So once again, our industrial district will start with a creeper farm. But this time, instead of getting all those spider spawns that we did last time, we're going to be making this just a creeper farm. And you can't really see my face when I zoom in there. But it's going to be great. We got a couple of the pillars we're going to set up so that we don't get any of those spiders spawning. And then obviously the trapdoors as well. So we don't get the skeletons and the zombies and all those guys. I think right out this direction should be the best place because we won't have any land around us, so all the spawns will be concentrated. Yeah, that's perfect. Right here. And I don't have any building blocks. Do I have building blocks in here? I do not. There we go, glass. And the seafloor is pretty close to the surface as well. I think I saw a sunken ship somewhere around here just a minute ago when I was flying over. I'm not seeing it now, but that might be something to look into. Let's see if we can find that. I'm not seeing any sunken ships, but I am finding this very strangely generated tree. Yeah, this looks like a little mess up in the world generation here. Let's see if this is on a... It's on a chunk border? It is. Yeah, it's right on a chunk border there. So that's... Oh, wrong one. But yeah, that's probably what happened there. But it's just... That's weird looking. Look at that. Half a tree. Yeah, but unfortunately, not able to find any shipwrecks. So hopefully I can find... There it is. Okay, good. I just want to make sure I can still find my little glass pillar I made here. So I think, again, we'll start off by just putting down the floor. And then once we got this glass floor kind of built up here, we can start working on the creeper farm itself. I've got all the materials right here. Let's just set them down here so we can get them organized. All this woods for trapdoors, I probably brought way too much, but you know, better to have too much than too little, right? So yeah, I've got all the dispensers, all the redstone here, some water buckets only to fill up, and then I've got just tons and tons of building blocks because, you know, this farm is pretty intensive on the resources when it comes to building blocks. Pretty much the exact same thing as we did last time. Might make it a couple layers taller though, because I think last time we did 10 layers. I think we can go up to 12 without it really causing any problems at all. Well, that took a lot longer than expected, but I think it was definitely worth it. Here we've got our 12 layered creeper farm, and you might notice all this glass here. We've got some glass pillars in there as well. It's not a super safe place to fly around, but just so you guys can see. Yeah, oh, there's one now. Oh, we got a couple more friends coming down here. But yeah, see, we've got those glass there. We got some glass pillars. I'm jumping off here. But basically, those are all so that spiders don't spawn because, you know, spiders can spawn in the same conditions as creepers with like the trapdoors and everything. But those make it so there's no 3x3 area centered on a solid block. So basically, every possible 3x3 area is replaced with a piece of glass so they can't spawn on it and everyone's happy. But yeah, that is pretty much the way this farm works. I've obviously got the timer on the top here, just a simple repeater timer. Then we got the comparator and subtract mode, so it basically lights up all the way around, and then it comes right around, and then D lights everything as well. So that's pretty much how that works. We got our little AFK platform right up here, which is currently just a little box, but you know, we don't really need any more than that. But yeah, this creeper farm is pretty much finished, and I did run it for a little bit, and how on earth did that happen? Alright, here we are right over the horizon, and here's all of our stuff, which hopefully I'm missing things. Oh, there they are. How did this... I'm not even sure how this happened. I didn't think I was going that fast down. Like, I usually fly down like that from high places, but that's just weird. All right. Yep, well, that looks like we got everything. Everything's back to normal. But yeah, as I was saying, I did run this for a little while, and we got quite a bit of gunpowder from it. We got... Oh, there's 4 more from those guys that we just had up there. But I think it filled up like 1 or 2 double chests, and we only had like 3 or 4 other mob drops in there in that time frame. So that's pretty good for being just a creeper farm. It pretty much filtered out all the guys we didn't want to be in there. So that means it works pretty well. So this is definitely going to be our farm for now. I am thinking maybe in the future expanding it to a quad, like I said. Definitely not something we're doing right now, because this is going to be more than enough for our needs. I'm just going to land in the water this time to be safe. But yeah, so I think this farm, we can call it complete, and this is a great start to our little industrial district area. I'm really soon going to be working on a sorting system for all this, because I don't like diving underwater to get my stuff. I prefer it to be all sorted out for me nicely. Filtered into a little sorting system where we got the gunpowder, and then just everything else that's not gunpowder just push out and maybe into a little bucket of lava so that we don't have to worry about it anymore. So let's just head back to the base for just a minute, and you know what we've got to do is go right up to our to-do list and knock off that creeper farm, because, well, it's finished, so it really doesn't need to be on our to-do list anymore. There we go. We are down to only 3 other items. And look, that one's in progress, that's in progress. So yeah, we are doing pretty well on our to-do list front. But of course, that's not all we're going to be doing today. We've got more to do than just a creeper farm. We've got to set up our first shop. Now, you know, a little while back, we made the iron farm right off in the distance here, that giant one, and it's been producing quite a bit of iron. And so I've got a bit of iron here. I got some chests, some signs. I'm going to set up just a temporary shop just close to spawn, because that is where we're going to be starting the shopping district, and I don't think anyone has set up a shop yet, so we might be the first. Alright, here we are back at spawn. It's been a really long time since we've been here. Yeah, there is not much going on here. It actually looks like we need to do a little bit of cleaning up, which might be something on our to-do list as well. Just, you know, make spawn look a little nicer for everyone. I think right here might actually be a really good place to build our shop, because, you know, when you walk out of the nether portal, it's right there, super accessible and everything. So I'm gonna just get rid of this water real quick, and yes, I am using iron blocks to get rid of water. I'm just that rich right now. Right when people come through to spawn, our shop's gonna be the first thing they see. So let's get it actually built up real quick. It's gonna be super simple. I've actually got all the supplies I need, funnily enough. Let's make a little base here. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be... I'm not sure if this is gonna be an amazing shop, but it's gonna be pretty good for what we want it to be. Probably don't need to do the back right now, because no one's really gonna be back there. But let's finish up this design for the shop. Now, this might not be super obvious at first what's going on here, but there we have it. There's our shop, the title of which is Irony. Yep, that's right. We couldn't resist a pun just because, you know, we kind of have to do it. But yeah, this is Irony, our first shop. So I'm gonna make sure we got the area around here lit up, and then plop down a couple chests. Maybe, yeah, that's probably all we need. And we're gonna name 2 of these emeralds. One of them, 10 iron blocks for 1 diamond. That's the price that I believe we said before. And then we're gonna do 1 stack of poppies for 1 diamond. So let's put both of those in here. So you got the 10 iron blocks and then the 1 stack of poppies. So iron blocks, we're just gonna, there we go, 10 each. And that's what I said, right? Yeah. So pretty much just fill up this whole thing with iron blocks. And there we go. We've got a perfect amount of poppies in there as well to fill it up. So this is great. But that's it for our shop. We've pretty much just got to wait for people to come buy the stuff now. But yeah, we've got quite a bit done in this episode. Once again, we've got our new clock tower built up here. With a little TikTok back and forth. We got our creeper farm off in the distance over there. And then we got our shop set up. So we got quite a bit of stuff done, obviously. Next time we still have a bit to do. But we are getting closer and closer to being able to start building our mega base. And I'm really excited for that. And I hope you guys are too. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a giant steampunk mansion castle thing on the middle of the mountains. It's going to be really cool. But yeah, that obviously will have to wait for another day because we have unfortunately run out of time. But if you like the episode, then make sure to leave a like and a comment on the video. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to do that before you go as well. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone, and goodbye.